Welcome to the Business Relationships Matter Network, and welcome to our spotlight speaker, Susan Sheehan of the Coaching Consult. Susan, presentation day is about business brilliance in 3 moves: see it, count it, do it. She is an international speaker, has been in business for over 30 years, and has shared stages with some of the well-known figures online. She brings a practical mix of neuroscience and real-world strategy to here, and focuses on clarity, resilience, and she's based on the Gold Coast. Welcome, Susan, to Business Relationships Matter.
Thank you, Ross, and it's a pleasure to be here. We do have some giveaways that we'd like to give you, so click on the links when Caroline puts them in the chat if you think that it is going to help you. I grew up being curious to why some people seem to have the Midas touch to success, and other people do the work, and never quite grasp hold of what they want. You may know what that looks like. My curiosity got the best of me, and I went in search of answers. I've been on stages with some of the A-list of the world. I've interviewed celebrities. I like getting into the minds, the hearts, and the lives of people who are truly living the life that they want. And in doing so, I have really found what I believe is the missing parts or the missing gaps in most small to medium business owners, entrepreneurs that are really out there doing the work and just not getting the results they want, not living life with freedoms and choices. So what I would like to just do is ask you a question. I've got 3 questions that I'd like to ask you. The first question is, what do you want? What is your absolute core desire that if you had it, your life would be better? Because all success is driven by what you want. And to give you a hand, Caroline's got to put a link in the chats, which is the Wealthy Life Blueprint. And this is just going to help you open your mind so that you can see what you want. Now, there's 3 things that I'd like to share with you about what the brain, how the brain works, and what you need to know about the brain. Number 1 is that we all have a story that plays on silently in the background of your mind. It's that unconscious tale that you tell yourself about what you mean to you, what money means to you, how other people see you. It determines whether you're going to deserve success, worthy of success, and whether you achieve it. And here's the thing, your brain puts this on replay. Once you achieve results, same, it just goes on default setting, and that unconscious story is on replay. The second thing you need to know is that your brain resists change, but we now know that you can change it, and you don't have to live with the brain that you were born with. Now, for some of you, that is the best thing that you can hear all year. How do you do that? Well, that's where we come in to help you do that. But the third thing you need to know is that your brain needs to see something. You see, unless you give your brain something to see, it's going to draw images from yesterday's pain and crap and bring it into today. You connect emotionally to it, you believe it's real today, and the old story just keeps on playing. You see, you all have a superpower, and your superpower is your imagination. Now, your imagination is going to take what you want. You're going to turn what you want into a beautiful, magnificent image, a vision that's going to drive you and pull you forward. Now, here's the flip side of your imagination. It will magnify a fear and keep you stuck living in that old story. You see, your brain sees everything you think about. And if you don't give your brain what you want it to see, it goes back on default and that old story keeps playing. So you must see it. You must see it. The second question I'd like to ask you is, are you a left brainer or a right brainer? Now, why does that matter? What on earth does that have to do with anything? Well, I am a serial right brainer. And I have trained my right brain to see what the left brainers know. I'm not telling anybody that what I'm talking about is easy to do, but if you're committed to wanting to build success, then please take heed, because if you want to grow your business and live a life of choice and freedom, then you need to be able to measure it. You must measure it so that you know what's going on. You must know exactly what is going on with your revenue, your profit, your losses, your expenses, your income. How many people look at your website? How many people say yes, no, maybe? How many people opt in? How many people opt out? How many phone calls are you making every day? How many people are you talking to on social media? All of these metrics are what you need to measure. And by knowing your numbers, you are going to be able to control what is going on in your business. And it isn't about money. It's about the awareness of what you need to do to tweak it, change it, to grow it. Your numbers will tell the story that you need to know to grow your business. Now, third question that I'd like to ask you is, do you know what's going on in your unconscious? Now, your pain and crap are acronyms for pain, internal conflict, negative belief, anxiety, crap, criticism, resistance, apprehension, and procrastination. Do you actually know what is going on in your brain? Now, we've got 2 more resources that we'd like to give you. And a guide that is free. It's just a free download to help you identify whether you're a left brainer or a right brainer. Caroline's going to put the link in the post, in the chats, so that you can download it and identify what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. This is going to really help you identify what you are predominantly. Although I could tell by looking at you what you all are, but that's another time, another story for another day, right? I've got 15 minutes and I can talk all day. So Jim Rohn said that better isn't something that you do. Better is something that you become. But to become better, you must do better. So I'm going to give you our 7 ingredients to building success. And I'm talking about ingredients because, like a cake, every element and every ingredient in these 7 is essential for your growth. So number 1, be committed. The brain knows the difference between interest and commitment. Be committed. Number 2, fall in love with being uncomfortable. We had a client once and I was walking on the beach and it started to rain. I love the rain. He ran for cover. When I got up to him, I said to him, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Oh, I couldn't get my hair wet." And I said, "Oh my gosh, there's your problem. You don't like being uncomfortable." So the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. Fall in love with being uncomfortable because all growth is in the state of discomfort. Number 3, do what it takes. Lose the excuses. I used to think once upon a time in another life that there was a difference between excuse and reason. There's not. You just got to live. You've got to live 2 things with sacrifices and being lopsided. You know, I spoke at the Sydney Opera House, one of the speakers at the very first business event at the Sydney Opera House last month. And I shared the stage with Jack Cohen. Now, Jack Cohen is a multi-billionaire who bought KFC and Hungry Jack's to Australia. What did I take away from the conversation? If you're an entrepreneur wanting to build success, you've got to live life lopsided. So if you're lopsided, then you're doing the right thing, right? Now, number 4 is implement fast. Procrastination and negativity will kill brain cells, but kill success. Now, a brain anchor that I'd like to share with you with that is just get it done. Just get it done. And it works a treat. The next one is be mindful. You must wake up every day and be consciously aware of everything that you need to do. You need that 2% conscious awareness to override your 98% old story, that pain and crap that could keep you stuck. Okay, so be mindful. And to help you out with that, we have Susan Sheehan Daily Podcast, which is free. And this is just 3 to 9 minutes every morning that will just help you start your day with clarity, a smile, and focus. Because, my friends, all success starts in the morning. Okay, the next one is train your brain daily. You must train your brain daily. You see, you put information into your brain, your mind knows what it's going to do with it. You must feed your brain with the right information. And here's why knowing what you want is essential. Because once you know what you want and once you've got that vision of where you're going, then you know the information that you've got to put into your brain. You know the people that you need to be surrounded with. You know your strengths, your weaknesses you need to strengthen. You know how you've got the plan of growth in front of you. You've got to do this every single day. The likes of Jack Cohen. I had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil has his plan, and you know he's been following his plan for 36 years. Now, I don't have time today to go into some of the detail of this, but please connect if you'd like to know more. Billionaire Fred, who was one of our coaches, Billionaire Fred said that, you know, your brain is more valuable than money. Take on board that, because, you know, we've got to understand what is going on here so that you can grow out here. And the seventh ingredient is be coachable. I have been coaching globally, online, in person and physically in 3 countries for 30 years. An expert in the whole coaching process. Caroline has been a consultant for 30 plus years. We are authorities on what you need to do. And here's the thing, you know, nobody can see, you don't see your weaknesses like another person, because, well, that's not actually the truth. Some of you may know what your weaknesses are, but you hide behind them, pretending they're not real, because it's easier than stepping out and doing something about it. And here's another thing that I know for every single one of you, that you are all more than what you think you are, and you can all achieve more than what you think you can. And coaching helps you do that. So I have a challenge for you. So I want you to take one action of the 3 moves. See it. Here's the challenge. I want you to first off decide what you want, fill out the Wealthy Life Blueprint, and create a vision of where you're going. Use your imagination so that you know you can pull yourself forward. And if you have any stuff coming up that's going, no, you don't deserve it, you know, that pain and crap pops up, push it away. Just do it. Just get it done. The second challenge is count it. Decide on a metric and follow those numbers for 2 weeks consistently. What is one metric of the numbers that you need to follow? Do it for 2 weeks, and I can promise you that you will see some weaknesses, you'll see some gaps, and you will identify some areas that you need help with. Now, if you get stuck with that, we're here to do this. I'm the right brainer. Caroline's the left brainer. We see it all. And then you've got do it. Now, what is one action that you know that you need to take, but there's a bit of a fear factor happening, so you're not doing it? Get out of that comfort zone and just do it. Just get it done. I promise you. What's her name? Brain stopped. But if you, I know, how funny, goes on. But if you break through one fear every single day, your life will change. And if you can tell yourself, no, I'll do that tomorrow, you know, just know that if you truly, truly, truly want to change your life, then please follow these steps. What I'm talking about is real, it's fact, it works. So we have a very simple analogy. Your brain is the bridge, and that bridge has to be made of the right stuff. It needs to be unbreakable. It needs to be going in the right direction. Your mind is the vehicle that takes you there. That needs to be resilient. It needs to be unstoppable. It needs to be open. Your belief is the engine that drives it. Now, like an engine, you know, an engine's got all these parts that need to be working together as one. Well, your brain is similar. Your brain has parts of it. Parts of it are going, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Other parts are going, no, you're not. No, you can't. You've got to get all those parts moving as one. And then you've got your passion and your purpose are the fuel that makes it move. What we're talking about, again, I will tell you, it is scientifically proven. So if you are stuck in the same old, then please take on board the challenge. Download the free resources, read them. You know, reading resources is only one part of it. Some of you may have heard some of this information before. Some of you have got the knowledge. Some of you may even know the how-to. But then the question to ask is, why aren't you living a life with freedom and choices? Now, you might be, and if you are, yay, congratulations, yes, yes, yes. But if you're not, take heed to what I'm talking about. Because these 3 see it, count it, do it, are three big reasons. One, some of the gaps within what I'm talking about could be what be stopping you from achieving the success that you deserve. We believe that you were born to thrive. We believe that you were born to live the life that you want to live. So let's build it together, come together. We believe together we can conquer, and let brilliance, business brilliance be your new normal.
Thank you very much, Susan. That was quite inspiring. When I saw the title, See It, Count It, Do It, I was wondering just what you were going to be presenting. And I was thinking, it's not just Nike, because otherwise you just have do it. Thank you for making the time available today. Really appreciate it.